going to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it near midfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground, he's got it again. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And he can flat roll, turning on the Jets like a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall.
I was thinking about rolling trees, but yeah, I'm right there with you, man. These Auburn offenses that are so great, they've had the same commonality over the last several years, and that's a great dynamic quarterback that can make plays and push the pace of that offense.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Setting up the screen. Got room at the 35. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job and fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. To the air on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. The 40. The 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
You know, it's so unique to find quarterbacks that have these types of moves in the open field. You oftentimes find guys that can run very quickly straight line. How about the shiftiness of this quarterback and the ability to make people miss? That's impressive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home-fielded.
Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams proving to be special. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Off play action on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Bring in the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Looks it in at the 40. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Lets it fly. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, just staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his paw out there.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Beal. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Got a man, it's Thompson. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Finds a tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Simmons. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Terrell. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
At the 35, he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll go back to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Under fire. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
35, Coyotes, 9.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Whew. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And some room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the side.
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Offense gets set for second down. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The inside handoff. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Gain of 15. And a first down for the offense.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Rebels are on the move. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got it in the middle. It's Kemp. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The option look. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Green 25.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
That keeps the score. Auburn 7, 9.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent